Exodus 24:12-18. The Lord said to Moses, "Come up to me on the mountain and stay here, and I will give you the tablets of stone with the law and commandments I have written for their instruction." Then Moses set out with Joshua his assistant, and Moses went up on the mountain of God. He said to the elders, "Wait for us here until we come back to you. Aaron and Hur are with you, and anyone involved in a dispute can go to them." When Moses went up on the mountain, the cloud covered it, and the glory of the Lord settled on Mount Sinai. For 6 days the cloud covered the mountain, and on the 7th day the Lord called to Moses from within the cloud. To the Israelites, the glory of the Lord looked like a consuming fire on top of the mountain. Then Moses entered the cloud as he went up on the mountain, and he stayed on the mountain 40 days and 40 nights. Okay, so now we'll take it step by step. The Lord said to Moses, "Come up to me on the mountain and stay here." So what did Moses do? He went with his assistant. See, it is not everybody you take to the mountaintop. Some people have to wait, else they will distract you. He had a mission with God, so he took an assistant, which shows that we all need partners to climb on that mountain. When you want to seek God, you need a partner who has the same vision as you, who will hold your hand so that you will not grow weak. That is why Jesus sent out the disciples 2 by 2. He knew that one person will not be sufficient, but 2 will be a stronger team. So Moses went with Joshua. Now Moses told his elders to wait, and he told Aaron and Hur to stay and settle any dispute that goes on. We see that Moses delegated authority to them. As a leader, it is good to delegate authority to those working under you. You cannot do it alone. You are not all-knowing. Imagine if Moses was to be going up and down the hill every day because he wanted to control everything alone. He will go up the hill today, by evening he comes back down and he's like, "What happened? Tell me." He will settle it, climb up the mountain again. No. He delegated authority. Because if he did it alone, God would have not been happy with him. We see that when Moses went up the mountain, the cloud covered it. When you climb up the mountain, it is a different experience. The mountaintop experience is a different experience. On the mountain, your eyes become open. You become alert. You have to dedicate yourself. And others who see you on that mountain will see something else. You will be a different person. Just like the people looked up the mountain and saw the fire. They saw but consuming fire. So we need to understand that the mountaintop is a place to see God. Communicate with God one-on-one. It must not necessarily be a mountain, but taking yourself away from the noise, taking yourself away from the crowd, from all distractions, and focusing on Jesus is being on the mountaintop. When you are on that mountain, you have to be alert, because God can call you at any time. You have to prepare and make yourself available on that mountain, because as you make yourself available, God too will make himself available. When Moses climbed on the mountain, he stayed there for 6 days, and God called him on the 7th day. So imagine if Moses went up the mountain and started doing TikTok or Snapchat videos, or if he went there and was listening to voice messages on WhatsApp, the way we always do, like he wants to show that he has climbed up the mountain. Then he would not have heard God's voice. When you climb up the mountain, you need to be alert. You need to commit yourself to God. Moses committed himself to God for 6 days. He was on the mountain without anything from God. And on the 7th day, God called him. So it shows how dedicated he was while on the mountain. So how is your quiet time with God? Be committed and dedicate yourself to God, and he will strengthen you.